Hi everybody, welcome to our video on how to manage stress, and we do hope this session is going to help you in that area very much. Before we start, please like, subscribe to the channel, please leave some comments and send the video to the people that you believe this can help, and also ring the bell so that you can get our notifications. Also, I do sessions on emotional intelligence in the workplace, in families, in groups, and I do individual sessions. So if you want to contact me about that, my email address is on the screen and you can be anywhere in the world and we can help you in these areas. So today's video, how to manage stress, and I'm so excited to share this with you, and I believe it's going to help you. According to Dr. Don Colbert, 75 to 90% of visits to physicians is caused by stress. So stress is a real thing. Stress is something that people are going through, and I believe in the day and age that we are living right now, stress has such a big impact in people's life, and it's so important that we get to that place to say, listen, I've learned, or I am learning how to manage this better. So what is stress? Stress is mental or emotional distress that you experience about circumstances. Circumstances in your life is happening, and you have this mental, which is in your thinking, and then you have this emotional distress. So stress is something that bothers your mind, it bothers your thinking, and then it bothers your emotions, and it's directed to certain life circumstances. So let's quickly look at some of the life circumstances that can cause stress in your life. So this is just a few that I've summed up, but it's not all of them, but maybe some of these can relate to you. And if the thing that's causing stress in your life is not on this list, this is just a few examples that I'm using. Okay, so some life events that can cause stress. Is my marriage going to be okay? Maybe you're going through relational stress and you're just thinking, is my marriage going to be okay? Is my business, job, or finances going to be okay? I also believe in the day and age we are living right now, people are worried a lot about, finances, their job, their security. This is one life event that can really stress a person out. Also, acceptance from other people. All of us want to fit in somewhere. All of us want relation. I believe we are made for relationships. And a lot of times we can stress about that. Is somebody angry with me? Am I accepted? Am I good enough in society? And then also work and family environment. That also connects very well to the first two that I've mentioned. But family environment, work environment, those are really things that can cause stress in your life. And remember, we said stress is mental and emotional distress about a circumstance. So let's look at a few important things we have to know about stress. The first thing I want to tell you about stress is you get a healthy stress. What do I mean by you get a healthy stress? Not all stress is bad. What is a healthy stress? A healthy stress is something that gets you up in the morning, something that actually excites you. If I'm not stressed about finances ever, I'm never going to go to work. I'm never going to get a job. I'm never going to start my business. But this stress doesn't deplete you emotionally or mentally. This stress doesn't disturb you emotionally. It actually excites you. It gets you up in the morning. It gives you vision. It gives you passion in life. And yes, that little bit of worry is the thing that actually energizes you. Another thing about a healthy stress is it keeps you from danger. If you're on a very high building and you have no worry in the world, you might jump down and have no worry in the world. If you see a deadly snake and you have no worry in the world, that thing can kill you. So just understand that you get a healthy stress. Stress is not always a bad thing. The other thing we have to know is you get a very unhealthy stress. The very unhealthy stress is where the worry about the circumstances actually causes mental and emotional distress. And this is the place where we want to say, listen, this is the thing that we want to work on. And the first thing that I want to talk about, or the final thing here that I want to talk about that it's important for you to know, is it can be managed. Stress can be managed. So this video is not about how to get rid of stress, because like I said, a little bit of it is good and a healthy stress is good. This video is about how to manage and how to handle and how to deal with an unhealthy stress that life circumstances might cause. So I'm going to give you guys two things today on how to manage stress, and I hope these two things will help you and it will guide you on how to manage your stress better. So the first thing that I want to give you is deal with your thinking patterns. So many times we are stressed about life events because we have unhealthy, negative thinking patterns about something. If you have haven't seen our video on how to feed your mind, please go watch that. We will put in the link because this will also help you in this area. Your thinking patterns. So past events, your environment, and through your senses, you get shaped in your thinking patterns. So a lot of times you should go ask yourself the question first, because we have to do some self-awareness first. We have to go look at what are some things on the inside of us that's already there that is shaping or causing negative thinking patterns. Things that happened in my life in the past, things that are inside of me right now that I haven't dealt with yet, bad thinking patterns that I haven't dealt with yet. You start there and you start to deal with those things. And after you have dealt with that, you now start to replace them with some healthy thinking patterns, with some new thinking patterns. And another thing about the thinking patterns is neuroplasticity and imagination is very important. We also did a video on meditation, so go watch our video on meditation. So a lot of people are stressed because they have a very bad imagination. They always have this imagination that things are going to turn out for the worst. Or I can use it like this: your belief system. Your belief system is bad. You believe things are going to turn out bad. Every single little thing that happens tells me that things are going to work out for the bad. So if you want to manage your stress better, you have to manage your thinking patterns better. That means imagine different, meditate different, think different, make different decisions. That will help a lot with your managing of stress. Then the second one is to deal with your emotional habits. Emotional habits are things like emotional triggers that pops up all the time. And those are things that has to be dealt with. How do you know you have to deal with them? Because there's an emotional trigger. An emotional trigger is if some life circumstance happens and I react emotionally in a way that I shouldn't react emotionally, or I shouldn't react emotionally in this state or in this way. Yes, it's okay to react emotionally, it's okay to feel emotional, but emotional trigger is where every single time this happens, it triggers this emotion and I'm reacting in a way that I shouldn't be reacting in. Crystal Ripple on November 13, 2020 said an emotional trigger is anything, including memories, experiences, or events that sparks an intense emotional reaction regardless of your current mood. Things that causes emotional triggers are things such as rejection, unfair treatment, traumatic events, and insecurity. So when we speak about emotional habits, we have to go look at what are some of the bad emotional habits that we have, what is triggered. Because if we can deal with those things and if we can get our mindset right, that means we can get to a place where I say, listen, okay, I acknowledge life is sometimes hard. I acknowledge there might be some pressure financially, family, with people and stuff, but I have built in this belief system that everything can be okay. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do what I need to do, and I believe everything is going to work out for the best. If some things happens that doesn't work out for the best, I know I can handle it. I know I am able. I know I'm a problem solver. And because I'm a problem solver, I can get to this place. And if I don't know how to solve this problem, I know the right people will be in my way. The right people will be in my life to help me solve this problem. That's a more optimistic way to think about things. And if you think about that, you get to that place where you say, life events are real, stress is real, but I know how to manage it and I know how to handle it. And just because I like you guys, I'm going to throw in a third one. And the third one that I want to give you today is have a good expectation. Stress comes to that place where you have a bad expectation. Or let me say this, the unhealthy stress is because you have a bad expectation. You get people who work hard, who try their best. You get people who actually even do well. They do well financially, they do well in their marriage, but because they have this bad expectation, because they have this expectation that things are going to work out badly, they are still very stressed. You get people that are actually struggling, but because they have this good expectation that things are going to work out well, they are not that stressed. And your expectation will eventually create your reality. I've seen this over and over again. So you might be at a bad space right now, you might be struggling right now, and stress might be bad right now. But if you work on your expectation, if you can have a good expectation from yourself, good expectation from people, no matter how bad things outside are, this expectation will put you to a place where you can say, okay, yes, I have stress, but I have a healthy stress. Healthy stress means I can work at this, I'm a problem solver, and things will work out for the best. I hope this video helped you. I hope all of our videos help you. Thank you so much for watching from Mind Prosperity. We love you, and we will see you soon again. Goodbye.